So hello, good morning and good afternoon to everyone. My name is Dipanshu and I'm currently working as a full stack developer at one of the service-based MNC. And in this video, I'll try to share you my interview experience at TCS. So if I give you some background, as of now, I'm having 2 years of experience and I applied for the Java-based profile. So I applied via LinkedIn, but you can also apply for the from the Naukri portal. Actually, TCS has their job posting at both the websites. So post that I received the call from the HR and she scheduled my interview just after 2 days. Um, my interview was last somewhere around 30 to 35 minutes. My friend also applied for the same. I mean, his interview was also last somewhere around 40 minutes. Actually, TCS has their single interview only, and it's like in the first half you can expect technical questions, and then in the second half they jump and asking you some of the HR questions. So I mean the interview start with the introduction, and in the introduction itself, like I have mentioned, I have given a brief introduction about my project and what's my current role in that project and what all technology currently I'm working on it. So now I mean it's as I mentioned, like I applied for the Java profile, so they started asking question related to Java only. So maybe what I can do, I can share you the questions which I practice before giving this interview. I don't remember what all questions they ask, but if I start from the basic, so you can expect like the introduction to the Java, and I mean further if you go, I mean they start asking you the question related to JDK and JDK, JRE, JVM, and all this thing. You can they can also ask you question what is the JVM architecture, and you can and further if you go and they can ask you like memory area like heap stack and all this thing. Maybe you can just look into the JVM architecture. I mean you can get the more idea on it to do the same. So if we further go, they can start asking you the question related to the OOPS concept. So in the OOPS you can expect like they can ask you like what is object and class and inheritance, and what all type of inheritance do we have in the Java, and like how we can achieve like multiple inheritance. So you can mention, and further they can ask you question related to interface. So why interface we can achieve this multiple inheritance in the Java. So now if you further go, like they can ask you the polymorphism, what all type of polymorphism, data hiding, data binding, and all this thing. Abstraction they can also ask, and if we further go, like they can ask you the some like what's the static and static keyword, and like what will be the effect if we apply static to the a variable, method, or class. Similarly, like what is the abstract class, and what's the difference between, I mean they ask this question like what's the difference between abstract class and interface. So you can also look into the same, I mean refer these questions. And further if we go, like you can expect the collection framework. I mean they can start asking you the question related to collection framework. I mean in the collection framework, I mean we have multiple things, like they can ask you what is different between list and map, or you can say list and set, different between set and map. So I mean they can ask you like further if you go, like they can ask you like I mean if we expect duplicates value in the list or not, or if we expect, I mean duplicate keys in the map or not. I mean similarly duplicate values in the set or not. I mean yeah, these questions you need to prepare related to the collection framework. And if you further go, I mean they can ask you like in which Java version you are currently working. So if you say like Java 8, so they can ask you the question related to, and I mean what's the features in the Java 8, like what all the feature in the Java 8 do we have. So they can, if you tell them like lambda expression, stream API, and all these things, so they can ask you like what is the lambda expression, can you write some code, and I mean using the lambda expression. Or if you further go, I mean telling them the I mean stream APIs and all these things, so they can also ask you to create a collection and a stream. I mean using stream you can try to filter the some like odd and even I mean values or elements in the stream in the collection. So I mean these all basic question you need to prepare for the same. Okay, if you further go and tell them like apart from Java you are also working on the other technologies, like I am also I have also experience in working with Spring. hibernate, all the things. So he start asking question related to Spring and hibernate. So in the Spring you can expect like what is the bean and all the, I mean, basic question only. So what all the annotation do we have in the Spring, what is the application context and all this thing, pom.xml, application dot properties file, and what all, I mean, you can expect the basic question. I mean, if I tell you, if I rate the TCS a difficulty level, I mean interview difficulty level, so it was somewhere around you can say 6.5 to 7 out of 10. So it's not like super high, super difficult, nor I mean too simple. And now apart from the technical question, they start asking the question related to agile and scrum and all this thing. I mean, what all methodology we are currently using in the project. So I have mentioned like we are using agile and scrum, and we have this scrum master and all this thing. So you can also looked into the same. So you can also expect these question. And I mean some of the and further they are asking some of the basic HR question, like why you are looking for this role and all this thing. And if you have I mean if you have already a offer letter, so they can also you can also expect this question, like why you are looking for the change if you are already have this offer. So you need to prepare for the same. So maybe what I can do, I can share some of the question which I face during the interview. So maybe you can refer the same. And if you have any interview experience, so do mention your experience in the comment section, or just maybe you can you can mention the questions which you are facing in the mostly in the interviews. So that will help other candidate also. So yeah, so that's all for this video, and I'll try to share the experience at I have also given the interview at Accenture, so I'll try to make a dedicated video for the same. So till now, like, stay tuned, and yeah, that's all. Thank you.